So far this season, the play of number 11 hasn't lived up to the lofty standards that he set in his career. There was talk among NBA front offices that maybe, just maybe, he was a little too focused on next offseason's free agency. Out of the blue, the Detroit Pistons come into town and we witnessed the return of Uncle Drew. A sensational display of ball handling and all-around play from the likes of Kyrie Irving, fresh-faced and shaven straight from the barber's chair. Now, do you think that was a coincidence? I think not, because at the same damn time, there was the unveiling of the Kyrie Fives. Yes, marketing. They will debut on November 22nd in the Black Magic colorway, and they are fire. What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. You know who I am and you know what I does. As much as it pains me to talk about gang, being the lifelong Laker that I am, they had another high-profile meeting today with the Milwaukee Bucks. Why? Because the Milwaukee Bucks were the last undefeated team in the entire NBA. And they had the return of Giannis, their potential MVP candidate, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had returned from a little wear and tear, and he was determined to put on the show. The boy ended up with about 33 points. I think he only took one 3-pointer, and that was at the end of the game. For all you people saying, oh, you gotta shoot a bunch of threes, you gotta do this. Hey man, when the ball goes through the hole, and those are points. Those count. Count it, and the foul. You know, those count. And he was killing these boys. I didn't really come here to talk about Giannis, but he was killing these boys. He had like 33. He was, fairly efficient, from the field. But the problem that I have is that he didn't give any other stats. I don't want you to stat pad, but I want you to stuff the stat sheet, because you're just doing everything, not just controlling the game and keeping everybody else down. You're excelling at their expense. I don't want that. No. But man, he didn't have hardly enough rebounds or assists. I think he had one assist or maybe been none. I mean, it was shocking to see a stat line like that from a potential superstar of the league. He did miss quite a few free throws, and that is not good. But a lot of superstars in the past, namely like Karl Malone, and still to this day, LeBron James, they struggle with hitting free throws. So he's going to have to work on it. But in the meantime, was anybody else playing with him? Malcolm Brogdon was he's the only one. He was the only one in the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Bucks that actually did anything. No. I'm gonna keep it 100. The other guys, they was kind of garbage. They was kind of garbage. Why? Because they were throwing the ball away. Giannis, that's another problem he had. The turnovers. Come on, man. You can't have the ball in your hands the whole time, and everyone's depending on you. You just keep turning the ball over. Everyone else in the starting lineup as well. Now, Malcolm Brogdon, he was pretty good. He was pretty good. I got to give it up to him. The rookie of the year a couple years ago had a little trouble, a little slump last year, but he seems to be back and playing fairly well. Now, the problem with that, like I said, they were the only 2 out of 5 that performed well. I'm not even going to talk about the rest of those guys in the starting lineup. Okay, Eric Bledsoe. Oh man, Eric Bledsoe, everybody's talking about, I thought he was Drew Bledsoe, he played for the Patriots. Well, we're not talking about that, that was in the past. What we are going to talk about right now are those Boston Celtics. And we know Kyrie had a major effect on this game. But did anybody else come to play? Did anybody else want to help him out? Sure. They had somebody off the bench. Marcus Morris. I think he had like 17. He hit a bunch of three-pointers. Speaking of hitting three-pointers, I mean, the whole team was lighting it up from downtown. But Marcus Morris was the only one really contributing to what Kyrie was trying to do. Gordon Hayward, got a Gordon Hayward sighting. He actually looked like Robin, and that's no disrespect to Grayson or Tim Drake, but he looked like a solid number 2 guy today. Everybody else in the starting lineup, they shot a poor percentage, and it wasn't really a good display of their capabilities as a team. It seems like when some of the guys, they got so many people, I guess they can afford to have some half of the team not play well and the other half play well, because they got so many guys that getting real minutes and opportunities to contribute. So it just balances it off. Everything is good to go with them. But Kyrie Irving, he was awesome. He was awesome. I'll get back to him in a minute. Let me talk about these Milwaukee Bucks. How did they stay in the game? How did they stay in the game at all? It didn't make any sense.
Let's see what this Giannis Antetokounmpo, this Greek freak, is all about. First off, look at the ground he covers, and that was a travel. But he looks like a legitimate 7-footer. I know they list guys at 7 feet all the time, but he actually looks like it. Oh, no, not the shoulder to the chest. That's got to be a charge. We're not playing football. It's ridiculous. That was great defense you played, Aaron Baines. Look at the handles. He's dancing on them. Kyrie passes it off to the newly minted Batman, Gordon Hayward. Feeling more and more comfortable every single day. Had a really good game. Good drive and good dish off to Sam Ojolai. Oh, no. Not with a reverse throwdown on these fools. They said we throwing it down, but we can also hit from downtown. Look at Kyrie splash from three-point land and another one. As DJ Khaled would say, this guy right here, he's been knocking them down with regularity. Jayson Tatum says, hey, let me get in on this threes, please. Knocked down to Al Horford, the consummate professional all-star reserve, knocking down a 3. Then Marcus Morris, he said, hey, I can do it too. Look at it, man, on the way to a record 24 three-pointers for the franchise. He knows what it is. There's the signal from Kyrie. But you know what? These boys got heart. They're not going away. For some reason, they're not double teaming the Greek freak. Oh! Look, there's a Tony Snell sighting, knocking down threes. He's still getting money, even though it's quietly over there in Milwaukee. Look at his pass. You've got to get that shot up, Al Horford. Come on, man. I know hindsight is always 20/20, but you've got to get that shot up. Don't pass up a 2-footer for a 23-footer. It just doesn't make no sense. But look at this. Hezzo, Chris Middleton with a K. Take that with you. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all got happy, 3-ball happy. Oh, look at this. Malcolm Brogdon. Oh, well, the Rookie of the Year. He said, this is how you win Rookie of the Year. Jayson Tatum. Nice bucket. And look at his Greek feet. Bring it home for us. Oh, no, I didn't say travel. I know you wear the Kobe's and you idolize Kobe, but you don't have footwork like Kobe had. This was a creative play. But look at, he's got too much energy. He's just trying to overwhelm him. This is the real Achilles heel of Giannis. Can't hit free throws. Just can't hit free throws. Close the game. Missed layups and free throws are frustrating. And look at this, clapping it up from Kyrie, because he, of all people, knows what it's like to be with a small forward all-star who can't hit clutch free throws. LeBron. Too much veteran play overwhelms this young Bucks team.
Kyrie Irving was awesome. He was definitely awesome. He shot like 50% from the field. He had like 2 turnovers, but he had 7 assists, and that's a better than 3-to-1 ratio. Good on that, had like 3 rebounds. I mean, he was knocking down these threes. He was looking to pull up. He was looking like, what was that, 2016 Kyrie, you know, styles. He did that step back on Steph Curry, your boy Steph Curry. Steph Curry with the shot, boy. I mean, he did that on, he is looking for, the form is looking nice. It is, look, man, he's looking real good. He he's doing them Kyrie fives some justice, and the promotion, they just sell themselves, because this guy is awesome in them, and who wouldn't want to be awesome just like that? But the problem with the game for the Milwaukee Bucks wasn't really Kyrie. He outplayed Malcolm Brogdon and Bledsoe. I mean, of course he did that. But the problem was they only scored 16 points in the first quarter. Think about that for a second. You got a potential MVP candidate, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you only scored 16 points in the first quarter. Now my math isn't fantastic. That averages out or totals out at about 64 points. 64 points for the game, not a half. I mean, even though the Warriors scored 92 in the first half against the Chicago Bulls. I don't mean to bring up sore spot, but go and check out that video because it was fairly entertaining. But look, man, it's going to be super difficult to win any basketball game against a good team, an almost great team in the Boston Celtics, scoring 16 points in the first quarter. You have to use so much energy to try to come back. But they only lost by like 3 points. And you say, well, how is that so? Because they had a fantastic performance from their bench brigade. I'm just calling them that. I don't know if they have an official name, the Buck Brigade. Maybe that's what it is. But those 5 guys off of the bench, let me see, Pat Connaughton, let me see, Tony Snell, DeVincenzo, the Michael Jordan of Delaware, from Villanova fame last year. Let me see who else was on this. What I say, Jim Henson. Did I mention him? I know I'm leaving out somebody, but they were fantastic off the bench. Everybody, those 5 guys, they came in and they excelled off the bench. They all shot better than 50% or better, which is fantastic. And in limited minutes, they all contributed with boards. They also got a few assists, maybe a steal or 2. But the most important factor, which allowed them to get back into the game and give the starters a chance to win it at the end, and Antetokounmpo missed about like 3 layups, and he was just trying too hard. It was like, man, I can't believe it's this easy, and he was just missing. He was so frustrated. I felt frustrated for him because he had the want and the desire, but it's just too much energy, and it's too easy for him. He's got to calm down. He got to settle down a little bit. Then he had a problem with the free throw. But how did they do it? How did they bring them back and give them a chance to win? They only had 1. Hear what I'm saying? Those 5 guys off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks only had 1 turnover between the 5 of them. Between the 5 of them, they only had 1 turnover for all those combined minutes they played. That's NBA basketball. That is appreciating every single and valuing, more importantly, valuing every single possession. They still came up a little bit short, but kudos to you for staying ready on the bench, whatever the hell that means. But if you're ready to enjoy more content just like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this with your friends, your families, your homies, your neighbors, your BFFs forever, your boss, your co-workers, your fans, and your followers. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. That's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed.